Hi everyone, it's your girl Simone from Uniquely Me and of course God's Daily Portion. Now guys, there is something that has become very dear to my heart and I wanted to partner with you to make it happen. You've heard the term period poverty and I have been hearing it for a while now, but it's seemingly becoming closer to home. Many of our girls and women are finding it hard to afford sanitary napkins. Not only that, but we have found that there has been a stigma attached to the whole matter of menstruation or period. There's a shame attached to it. And guys, how can we be shameful about something that God has made to be quite natural? I mean, a woman or a girl has absolutely no control over what happens where that's concerned to her body. It's a natural function of the body. However, it still does not negate the fact that it's expensive to afford sanitary napkins. So I have decided to go on a campaign to raise 1,000 packs of sanitary napkins and to donate them to special communities and organizations where girls or women are present and of course are having it hard in terms of being able to afford these necessities or items that are necessary. So I want you to join me on this. Ways in which you can join me. One, on a month end when you go shopping, buy two, two extra packs of sanitary napkins and reach out to me. I'm going to give you my contact details at the end of this video. If you are overseas, maybe you want to pack a barrel with just sanitary napkins. Maybe you are a company that specializes in manufacturing sanitary napkins. I actually prefer to get the actual items. Guys, I'm not interested in the cash. I'm really afraid of money. So I really would prefer to get the actual things. If you want to put them in a box or put them in a gift bag, whatever it is, help me raise 1,000 packs of sanitary napkins so that we can give them out. We want to make our voice heard. We want to put our mark out there supporting a cause. Now, how can you reach me? I am on Instagram at Uniquely Me TV Talk Show, as well as God's Daily Portion, and of course on YouTube, Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. You can reach me via WhatsApp 1-876-856-5769 to let me know how that you are interested in supporting this cause and what it is that you intend to do, and then we'll make the arrangements to pick up those sanitary napkins. Guys, we're going to do this together, right? 1,000 pack, campaigning for 1,000 packs of sanitary napkin to help in raising awareness on period poverty. Thank you so much, guys. Let me tell you, this will go a long way. And we're not looking for the thank yous. What we're looking for is helping someone else in need. Remember, of course, uniquely means uniquely you. I have a daughter, guys. I don't know what tomorrow will bring for her, but of course we want to put some good works out there in the atmosphere. So help me raise awareness on the matter of period poverty by of course contributing 1 pack of pad or more. We want to go 1,000 packs of sanitary napkins for our girls and women. Thank you. This season of Uniquely Me is sponsored by Design Hub for all your printing and publishing needs. Woman's Touch, the healthiest pad in any aisle. Earth Elements, nourishing body, mind, and spirit. All natural, organic skin, hair, and body care supply store. Hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. Guys, this is a platform that's created for women who've been through struggles and traumas and hell and back, for want of a better word. But we don't focus so much on that. We learn from there, and then we look at their triumphs and their successes, their wins, and of course what God is doing for them, in them, through them, you name it. Let me ask you a question before we move on. Have you subscribed to Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart? You know I'm gonna pause right here. I'm even gonna put my hit that button. Don't let me have to tell you what to do. Hit that button. Hit the notification bell as well. Have you done so? Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Now, let's get into the meat of the matter. It's season 4, guys, and I have another exciting episode for you. I've been trying to get this woman since season 2, I think, on this program, and I am so excited. I'm just going to give you a little hint from dancehall to God Hall, or from dancehall to now walking with the Lord. I don't know. I'm going to let you decide. So when we come back, you're going to hear who I got on set.
Uniquely me is uniquely you. Balancing the different hats of life, achieving all your goals in the name of Christ. Uniquely me is uniquely you. You can do anything. With the S on your chest, you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. You are a winner and you're an overcomer. You can be all things to Christ who gives you strength, yeah. You are a fighter, you're so determined. Uniquely me is uniquely you.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Welcome back to Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. This week, like I said, I have another interesting woman with a story. She's been stirring a lot of discussion on social media when she came out to say that, hey, she was no longer in the dancehall, but now changed her life over. I'm talking about, you know her as Psychodoll or Destiny. I know her as Kimberly. Kimberly, welcome to Uniquely Me.
Thank you for having me.
So good to have you, my darling. And of course, you know, the great thing about it is that we discovered that we are not so far. We're actually closer than we thought, because your aunt and I went to school together.
It's my sister.
Keisha is your sister?
It's my sister, not my aunt. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I kept saying that it was your aunt. Yes, we went to school together. We were very, very good friends. That's flankers all age, for those who are wondering. And I'm hoping that when this goes live, that she's actually watching. So Keisha, I can't wait to see you, and hopefully, I'm sure, I know you have a story too, but let's move on. So Kimberly, many know you as Destiny or Psychodoll, and we're going to talk a little about that, and then move into, you know, what is it that you want persons to know you as. But let's start out with, who are you? Give us 3 things that, you know, persons don't know about you.
That they don't know?
They don't know.
But they don't know. I'm actually God fearing. I don't think people knew that before I got saved.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Family oriented, business oriented.
Wow. Okay. Well, as you said, maybe they didn't know. So,
No.
So you got into dancehall early. How early was early when you got into dancehall?
I got into dance hall maybe about age 21.
Hmm.
Maybe about that. I was 21 at the time
Mhm.
when I did my first dance hall track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to sing before. Me even
Mhm.
used to rap.
Ay, girl.
But um yeah, I did my first dance hall when I was about 21 years old.
Yeah. What led you to dancehall?
Um there was a lady who used to live behind me, and she gave me a cassette when I was small. It
Yeah.
was a Shabarangs cassette. And when I heard it, that was it. I was stuck on dancehall from
Uh-huh.
that. And then, yeah, Lady Saw,
Mhm.
who was my very favorite. Yeah, Lady Saw,
Mhm.
Buju Banton. It was just strictly dancehall after.
Mhm.
I couldn't get
Mhm.
it.
Oh Lord. You went into
Mhm.
dancehall, and do you remember how you debut into dancehall?
My the very first platform I had was actually Lady Star calling me on stage. That was the very first time I went
Yeah.
on a dancehall stage.
Mm-hmm.
I did a song, and the song was recorded at her home studio. So that's where she heard me.
Yeah.
No, she recorded a song. I was on the rhythm. She recorded a song, and
Yeah.
I was doing some background vocals on it. Yes, but then that's how she knew me.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, John, who was her boyfriend at the time, he spoke to the producer and told the producer to get me, and it was Renee. That's a girl. She entered Rising Star. She came second the very first year,
Mm-hmm.
and so we went, and it was Little Pub in Ocherios. And may I
Yeah.
tell you, say, me mash down the place, and yeah, I did a song. The whole place caught on fire, literally torches. And after that, I got interviews. People were asking, "Are you ladies or sister? No look alike, no sound alike?" And so that was my first platform. But then locally,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knew me through Magnum Kings and Queens of Dance. So
Oh, you were on Magnum Kings and Queens?
yeah, the second year with Cora and Bossy, I came second. Yeah, with
Wow.
Tiki and Cora and Bossy, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, guys,
Yeah.
I don't know why for some strange reason it never click at first, but now you are hearing it. So now we know. Now we know a little bit more
Yeah.
background. So Kimberly, so Magnum Kings and Queens came, and of
Mhm.
course the platform created, and you got big, right? Um,
Mhm.
you signed with, I think it was Tommy Lee. Was it Tommy Lee you signed with before? Right. And it seemed to, is that where the name Psychodoll came in? Where did that name come from?
No, actually, the name Destiny Sparta came in then.
Mm-hmm.
But Psychodol came in just a few years ago. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I did a freestyle on Nicki Minaj's rhythm. I did a song. You never know me head mad. Why you think
Yeah.
me name Psychodol?
Yes.
And from there, I added Psychodol to my name, and the freestyle went viral. People loved it, and yeah, that was when the name was introduced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it is said that in dancehall, if you're going to make it as a woman, you kind of have to take a different route. The soft natured kind of thing won't work. You got to go out there, you got to be rough, you got to be tough, you got to show that you can be there just as much as the men. Did you find it like that? Was that the case for you?
Definitely. When I came off Magnum, I used
Mm-hmm.
to go to the studio in Flankers. My brother was the engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Q Wiz,
Mm-hmm.
Sniper Production, big up Sniper, big up Q, yeah. So I used to do the song. I used to do clean songs, very clean, radio friendly songs
Yeah.
like what I did on Magnum. And I was told that
Mm-hmm.
not from my brother, but persons around saying that I need street cred. I need to do more songs that can give me street cred. Me have to go raunchy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's when I started, you know,
Yeah.
that raunchy side.
Yeah.
And Tommy and I used to, that's before Tommy blew up, we used to be at the same studio. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was when the raunchy side came up. And then, after he blew up, he signs me. And then there came Real Bad Gal.
Yeah. Um, can you
Mhm.
remember any particular traumatic situation in there? You know, you were not big on the stage, that kind of thing. And we're always hearing when it's not one female artist against another, it's who I take who for man, for want of a better word. Did you find yourself in any of those during those times?
No.
So you
Mm-mm.
all your own then. So
None of that.
nobody never have to draw you and say, come, lyrics and anything, not like that.
No, the only time was on Magnum, but after that, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you used to listen to me, and I don't think anybody would want to challenge me. I think if the
I must admit,
lyrically no.
yeah, I must admit, listening for
Mm-mm.
real, I'm like, man, this girl a draw for sword upon sword and some big guns and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Because
hmm? Go ahead.
oh, I was going to say like Bounty Killer, Vibes Cartel, Cartel, Idonia. These were people who I used to listen to hard.
Yeah.
So there were times when I used to listen to them, especially Cartel and Idonia. And when I
Mm-hmm.
listen to them and their lyrics, I
Yeah.
used to say, no man, how them come up with this? I would tear out my page and crush it up, throw it away and go again. So this is what helped my writing ability because I was influenced by them who
Yeah.
were, for them lyrical prose is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. So dancehall seems to bring out some other things that I have, kind of noticed. It brings out the smoking, the drinking, the parring with a whole heap of people behind you. Is that the case? I do note that when one of your interviews, I think that I saw on Instagram, you spoke about being a social drinker and habitual a drug user, that kind of thing. Do you want to share a little bit more on that? Why was that necessary? Is that necessary to be a part of the dance hall, that kind of thing?
No, it's not necessary, but it's there. It happens, but it's not necessary. Everybody do what they feel like doing. You
Yeah.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was even before music, even going high school. Me used to
Mm-hmm.
add and show up my mother little liquor.
Yeah.
So so I'm not
uh,
going to blame that on dancehall. Definitely not.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The When you look back now, Kimberly, when you look back at Destiny and Psychodoll, um, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to look back, at what life was then. Would you say life was good? Life was successful? What would you say about then?
Life was fun, so fun sometimes, but
Yeah,
I had no joy.
yeah. Why would you say that?
Yeah,
Why would you say that?
because in the world you have fun, but you don't have joy till you find God.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I see your testimony that came out. You spoke about for days or that for weeks you were depressed. And
Hmm.
you got to a point of one night crawling, either you crawling to your mom's bed or she crawling into your bed, and you asked
Hmm.
her to pray or something to that effect. I don't know how much you
Hmm.
remember and if you can recount it. What would have made you ask your mom to pray? What was happening to you? Because it did open a whole can of worms for you. Would you like to share what was happening?
During that period, I was drinking excessively, doing drugs excessively. Everything was in excess.
Mm-hmm.
And I was depressed and I just didn't feel like me because I went to the point where if I didn't have weed, would I smoke the weed stem, the
Yeah.
the 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 seed, anything, crush it, cut it up with scissors, and if I don't have a reason, I mean, I use the Bible leaf. It was bad. Like I had no control over myself.
Yeah.
So I just went in and I said, pray for me. And what happened there, I knew that something was definitely wrong. It was something spiritual.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you exposed to church? But is it that you had a church background? Because something must have prompted you to go ask her to pray. Is it that you grew up in the church? Your mom is in church? What happened? What is it?
I grew up in church. I had to go to church every Sunday. And yeah, I had to go to church every Sunday growing up. And I went to Westwood High School for the first year. Church is mandatory.
Mhm.
You have to walk for church every Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I grew up with that background, a religious background.
yeah. So there came, so that incident, your mom started praying, or she drew for Cindy Trim. That
She
started
prayed first and then she drew for signature.
yeah. And
Hmm.
in there, you felt something happening that led you to church this Sunday.
Hey, I'm Letitia, and you're tuned in to Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. Stay tuned.
And uniquely me is uniquely you.
Some persons, I'm sure, and I'm sure you would have had the critics who would have said all kinds of things, but for you, like seriously, is there anything that you can say you felt was happening on the inside? Something was happening in your head. What was it? Did you feel like you were possessed? What came to mind?
I was possessed, but based on how I was reacting
Yes.
to the prayers, like there was an entity inside that wanted to that it was being disturbed when it heard certain things. It was being disturbed, so I
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
that was my reaction, stiffen up,
Yeah.
eyes rolled over.
Yeah.
So the entity was being disturbed,
Yeah.
but it wasn't coming out. It was holding on so hard, never want to come out. It did need something stronger.
So you knew what was happening. You felt what was happening.
At that point.
Um, we know what happened is that you got delivered and instantly you ran to the Lord. You gave your heart to the Lord. But something I heard you said in another interview I listened to is that you said you changed your number. You kind of did a 360, a full 360, changing your environment, changing your friends. It's almost as if you made a disconnect with everybody.
Mhm.
Why?
um, when I looked, I saw that a lot of people weren't really my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and sometimes with the direction that I was going, no, I just wanted to have a fresh start. Nothing to pull me back into the past life, yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
even on social media, I was deleting everybody, unfollowing everybody, everybody. I just
Yeah.
started following back mm, some people. But yeah, because when you change, you don't want to see certain things because you don't want nothing to pull you back to draw you in. So I just
Were you afraid? Were you
wanted
thinking
no
that your
parts of it.
environment is what that environment and the people you are associated with? Were you thinking that that's what made you become possessed? Did you think because there had to have been a reason for you just wanting to separate? Is it that you think that the environment,
Um,
was toxic or something to that effect for you?
um, some people, for some people were toxic. I was talking to a guy who was incarcerated, and that situation was toxic because you become like people who you spend most of your time associating with,
Yeah.
and that was one thing that needed to be disconnected, and yeah, so hmm,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
You
I. Huh?
go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, I remember about 2 years ago, I went overseas. I went to Atlanta,
Yeah.
and I experienced something where I was I was going through sleep paralysis,
Yeah.
and there was a dark shadow, like my eyes open, I can't
Yeah.
see, but I can't move. And there's
Right.
a dark shadow that came into my chest, and my chest started paining me so bad.
Yeah.
And mentally, I started to pray, and it
Yeah.
eased out. It eased out, and the pain left instantly.
Yeah.
So I knew that something was happening. The same person who I told you I was speaking to, the incarcerated fellow,
Yeah.
I was talking to him. He talked to his mother about it. They called her pastor. The
Yeah.
pastor said that something was trying to possess me, was trying to take me over.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so
So you
I
were
went through another. Hmm?
go ahead. Go ahead. You went to another.
Another traumatic experience where I went through a psychosis. I almost lost my mind. I
Yeah.
try commit suicide. I actually jumped into um Kingston Harbor,
Yeah.
and jumping at Kingston Harbor,
Mm-hmm.
cannot swim and couldn't drown.
Mm.
May I go down and may I try go. Some me try go down and some me float up.
Yeah,
Some me try go down, some me float up. And me I say, wait, so till me stop wading on the water, playing on the water. And a
right.
man said to me, you can swim. I said, no. Yeah. So me know
Uh,
say God with me straight right through. God there
yeah,
with me. God like God I said, girl, what you doing? No your
yes,
time yet. Come you have more work to do. Come out
yeah,
of that.
yeah, yeah. I'm happy that you're sharing these things because, again, at those times you were in dancehall and everybody would have thought that everything was okay, no? So,
Right.
but didn't know that there was something else happening. But as I watched some of the videos, though, Kimberly, I realized that for me, when I looked at them, the environment and the atmosphere that was created seemed to have been one that would have invoked spirits. And so I don't know if you found there were any such cases that you found yourself in, where in preparing to do, dancehall or so, did you guys have to invoke spirits? I know
I
it's a
have
strong
no idea.
question.
I have no idea. Like I have no idea. I mean, who I was predicting at the time, like how I used to dress, how I used to carry myself.
Yeah,
I mean, if you watch a real bad girl video with the white contacts and half painted face, and I was portraying a demon.
yeah, yes, I
So
remember seeing that. Yes,
yes, so sometimes you call some things you think it's art because I thought it was just art, but sometimes you're attracting spirits and don't even know.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm. When I did psychodol, when
Hmm.
you see psychodol video, I was looking like a maniac,
Yes,
a demonic maniac, and that was what I was portraying in the video.
yeah, yeah.
And it's
It,
funny how I called myself psychodol and almost lost my mind.
mm,
You
mm, mm-hmm.
have to be very careful of the names that you attach to yourself.
Put out there. Very much so, very much so. What's the are those things that takes place there? Is it that you have to come up with these creative things, or was it that something that your manager, in terms of your producer, would have said, "Hey, do these things," or are they things that you, as the artist, come up with and decide to put forth in a bid to gain popularity and to go viral?
Okay, well, you have some cases where you have a song and you send it to a director. The director comes up with a concept. For
Oh,
a real bad girl, I didn't come up with the concept, but for psychodol, I came up with that. It
yeah.
was me entire. Yeah, I came
Mm-hmm.
up with everything.
You did a song called Hello Dirty Bad Mind. And
Mhm,
I listened to it from end to end. Did you put
mhm,
those lyrics together? Because even though it's a Hello Dirty Bad Mind, it's not your racha kind of thing, but it's very powerful. And I wondered what was
mhm.
happening in your life at the time when you did it. And was it written by you?
Um, I did the verses. My brother actually came up with the Hello Dirty Bad Mind. He heard the Adele Hello and he said, Kim, listen this. I think that you would do a very good job on this song. And he
Hmm.
gave me the Hello Dirty Bad Mind, and then I did the rest.
Yeah,
But yeah, for me, music is therapy. Writing is therapy.
yeah.
So I put my feelings on paper.
Wow. So here you are, out of dancehall. And leaving that, because I remember, I think it was Scatter sent something to you. It was on social, it was in the social space. um
Yeah.
how has the dancehall community related to you, having come out and declared that, listen, I'm no longer for that world, I am now over on this side? How have they reacted to you?
I get, for the most part, I get a lot of support. I have people who message me and say, hey, I want to make the move, but I'm afraid, I'm scared. This is the only life I know. But I
Yeah,
get a lot of support.
yeah,
People reach out to me, and yeah,
yeah, bless God.
for the most part, you have some people who said, um, made this dance hall
Mm-hmm.
or some foolishness of that sort. Because I did a a video about dancehall being the devil's playground,
Yes.
and I got some backlash for that. But then a lot of things came out after which show people say, "Hey, I wasn't lying."
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do you feel like
is
it
what.
is, do you feel like God is calling you to expose the dancehall? What do you feel like God is calling you to do at this point?
Not to expose dancehall, but to do his work.
Yes.
The
Mm-hmm.
kingdom work, I have kingdom duties to do. So that's what he has called me to do, to let people know him. And seeing my life and how I was, people can know same real for true.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
can touch some people who maybe some other people can't reach them, but based on my story,
Mm-hmm.
they might be able to connect. Mhm.
You are, what's next for you? Because I noticed, again, when you did your ad, your, not your ad, your interview with the Gleaner, when you just came
Mhm.
out, you know, they, in it, one of the things that this you were trying to change, like your name, in the social spaces, um, the changing the image. You're trying to change the image. How has that
Mhm.
been? Are you finding the various spaces relating to you? And is it that, here's a question, is it that you're trying to, you want to change the image but still hold on to the benefits of it?
No, all right. I'm trying to change the name,
Yeah.
but that is because I have that blue tick verification thing. It's hard to change
Mm-hmm.
because Instagram has to do that. And I've been having an issue with that since I converted from last year till now.
Yeah.
So I created a new page, and I use both pages. I use both pages, but I use the Destiny Sparta page more.
Mm-hmm.
But I can use that page. It has a lot of followers, and I
Yeah.
can use it to reach far more people than what I could reach on the other page. So that's what I really use it for.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
that's why I ask, because, persons may say, yeah, you're trying to trying to change the name, but you want to hold on to the following. And I mean, I would want to hold on to the following because, I mean, the fact that you've gotten verified, if you understand what I mean, you have a platform. So it's a platform
Mhm.
to use, but, at the same time, in holding on, is it still allowing you to hold on to your past? If you understand what I mean, does it make you seem as if,
I oh,
does it make
no,
you seem as if
finish.
you're trying
Sorry.
to hold on to, you want to let go apart, but you want to hold on to a part, that kind of thing?
Far from it. So far from it.
Hmm.
Very far from it. I'm just using it to reach more people because
Yeah,
on the other page, what I can't reach as much people as I could reach using the Destiny Spartan page. And God
right.
make everything up for a reason. Maybe He's not allowing it to be changed yet
Yes.
because He wants people to see that this girl
Yeah.
is this girl that I have transformed and is using.
Yeah. And
So,
I can
mhm.
definitely see the transformation when I look at your videos, and I look at your pictures. Then and looking at, I'm always amazed at how Jesus beautifies his people. Yeah, man, it's beautiful to see. So you have gone into entrepreneurship, business,
Mhm.
and you're doing. Well, tell us what it is that you are doing, and what made you decide to pursue what you're doing now.
I am doing candles. I make scented candles, and I actually had the idea while I was in dancehall. I had that idea, but I didn't. I bought the things to start, but I didn't get around to starting.
Yeah.
And late last year, I decided that okay, now it's time, and it's doing well. I'm getting a lot of support, so thank you to everybody who supports Scented Beauty by Destiny.
Awesome. What is it called, by the way? Because we're gonna need to put it across the screen so that persons can find you for sure.
It's Scented Beauty by Destiny.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, so ministry wise, and in terms of your song, because again, I heard you. There's a song I heard you sang. I don't remember which one because again, I go through. I'm not one of your followers, but I listened to the voice coming out, and I listened to an interview too that you said, you thought to yourself that when you came over, you just stopped singing altogether. But what I
Mhm.
hear coming from you, There's no way you can sit on that. That would be like a bomb.
Yeah.
What are you up to where ministry is concerned now?
Um, touch souls through music. I'm going back to music. I'll be putting out some songs shortly.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
that's very things for now. And from I do videos, to just talk to people and let them know who is God, what He has done.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically that
Ah,
for now.
Kimberly, how is your family? How are they adjusted to the Destiny, um, what was it, Destiny Sparta, to the Kimberly,
Sparta
Kimberly?
style.
And I know I'm trying, the can't see my hand going across. How are they adjusting to this person to this person?
They love it. They love that I've found myself. They
Yeah,
love it and they're happy for me.
yeah. Is it that they were so like your mom? Is it that she was concerned? What did your mom say, as a matter of fact, after you got saved? What did your mom say to you?
I think she did happier than even God. She was happy. She was so happy because I used to hear her sometimes praying for me in their prayer. Sometimes I go up on the road, me hear her lock up and she a pray, you know,
Yeah,
prayer work.
the prayer.
Perfect.
Yeah, prayer for mama.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer for mama. Just before
Yeah.
we wrap up, there's this thing happening now to our women, and I wanted to hear your view, on it. A lot of our women are being abused. Kimberly, they're being abused, they're being raped, they're being murdered. You know, did you ever had to endure any such thing? How did you deal with it? And if not, how would you recommend that our women seek to deal with themselves in these traumatic circumstances?
Okay. Well, I've been in a few abusive relationships.
Yeah.
Um, and my message is get out. You see, the thing about it is that we see the signs, we see the red flags from good morning, and we ignore it.
Yeah.
And then the same red flags that we ignore are the same reason why we end up have to leave. So if you find that somebody is controlling from the initial stages, that's an eye opener. Get away from it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't understand, you see one thing named trauma bond.
Mm-hmm.
Abusers and their victims trauma bond, and it's a very hard thing to break. But
Wow.
right now people are, the man them a kill woman hard.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Don't think that it could never happen to you, because you never know. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
Because I've been in a relationship where I think if I didn't leave, it would have killed me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would have killed me. Mm-hmm.
Should they fight back though? Should they fight back? Did you fight back?
Me fight back. Me no know how to not fight back. So me fight back. All when me know me I come second, me still have fight. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But whether fight back or you don't fight back, you're gonna get hurt. So just leave. You have to leave, and it's easier said than done, because me stay for a while before I had the guts to really leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Abusers can make themselves be the victim, when them come and cry and say, I'm sorry, I'm not do it again. And
Yeah.
friends and family and everybody are call. Y'all see them and them start lose weight. You start sorry for them,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to remember to love yourself more. Put yourself first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want persons to know about you at this point? All your naysayers, all the persons you know in dancehall, the women you know in dancehall, what message do you want to leave with them? If this was the last interview you did, what do you want them to know?
Mm, what I would want them to know. Love yourself, respect yourself. It doesn't matter what people tell you you should be who you are.
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, pray, always keep God close. And cause you never know. You never know. Because you see, dancehall is a world where there is a lot of spiritual wickedness. So you always have to stay prayed up. And if you want to make the move, don't think about what are you going to do, because you don't know how ends are gonna meet, because that's the only life you know God provides. So yeah, hold on to that. Know that God providing, go find a way.
Yeah. Yeah. A woman of few words, but so powerful and so effective. Yes. I'm listening to you, and I don't know if you recognize it that, God has really provided for you and opened doors, and He's not through with you yet, right? Matter of fact, I'm watching what you're doing on Instagram, and I don't think you should, because I know you said you'd shut down that page, but you know what? Maybe God have it there for a reason, because you are out there with a message, my girl, reaching persons that they followed you because of what you offered then, but you don't know the gap that is on the inside of them that needed to be filled. And now that you're out there with a different message, it's now reaching them. So maybe God would have it that it's not changed. Let it stay. Continue to do what you're doing there. Continue to feed them with the word like you're doing. I see you're, going into some other territories. I want you to stay there. Stay there. I see you're making the connections with other persons, spiritual women who are out in the field and that kind of thing. Stay there. You're a soldier. And there's some unreachable ones that a lot of persons in the pulpit may not reach, especially in dancehall, but you may be able to go back and reach them. So don't take what you're doing lightly, right? Like I heard you said something that when the word comes, you can't sit on it. It's like you need to let it out, right? And I listen to you. Like I said, I listen to you and I see what's coming out. And I say, God, you would have pulled one who is genuine enough, one who trusts you enough to break forth. Will not sit on it, but break forth. So
right.
I bless you. I bless you. I bless you. I bless
God
you.
bless you. God
Yeah.
bless you too.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing, Kimberly. I'm going to invite persons to go on over to your page. You're a woman of few words, but when they go on your page, you're a woman of enough words. Enough
People
words.
don't know. I'm actually shy. A lot of
So
people
you
know
say.
that.
So you say, but I mean, when we hear you, when I hear you, it's totally different. But that's what the anointing does. It breaks yokes, right? And it enables us and equips us. So I thank you again. Do keep us posted, of course, with when you break forth with new songs and whatever it is that you're doing. Just keep us posted.
Okay, will do.
All
Thank
right.
you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Mwah. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another unique woman sharing her story. I know a lot of you came expecting some juicy stuff, but it's there on her page. What more juicy than to know that Jesus delivered one more from the grips of the enemy? And Kimberly, many of you know her, Destiny Sparta, Psychodol. Many of you would have been exposed to her music. Many of you know where she's coming from, but don't focus on where she's coming from. Look at where she's at and where she's going. She's definitely on a path for where God is taking her. I want to invite you, of course, to make sure you go check her out, guys. She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. Is there a webpage, by the way, Kimberly?
Not yet.
All right. But she had some candles, guys. When you see the candles, if you're not careful, you'll buy them thinking it's food.
That's the Scented Beauty _by_Destiny.
Yes. Awesome. So make sure you go check her out and tell her Simone sent you over there. So thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it, another unique story. Next week, we'll have another interesting story for you. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, comment below, and let us know how you've been enjoying the episode. Take care. See you next week.
Who am I really? Choices, choices, choices. In pursuit of a career? OMG, I'm a wife. Help! I am a mother. Oh, I'm in church. When do I get to be a woman that God called me to be? Uniquely Me covers the acrobatic endeavors of every woman to balance the responsibilities of being a mother, a wife, a professional, a church leader, a friend, yet still maintain her identity. I too am a mother, a wife, a trained minister of religion, a banker, an entrepreneur trying to balance the many hats that signifies my role. My book will help motivate and empower every woman who is really unique in her own way. Grab your copy today on Amazon, because Uniquely Me is uniquely you.
Thank you for tuning in to Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. Remember, Uniquely Me is uniquely you.